안녕하세요 여러분, 저는 영국에서 온 도즈입니다.
안녕하세요 여러분, 저는 미국에서 온 션이라고 합니다.
Here's Sean in action.
뭐라고 씹으러산노? 주변에 친구는 다 한국 사람이 있기 때문에 한국어 쓸 때가 많아요.
And today we're going to talk about the most googled questions related to learning and studying Korean. So, are you ready, Sean?
I'm ready. Learning to read and write is easy, but speaking, oh boy, that took a few years.
How long did it take you to learn to read Hangul?
A few weeks. I mean, you can learn in like a week, but to like be able to read something and understand it immediately, it's going to take a few weeks of like, muscle memory. I am so happy I learned Korean, especially if you're living in Korea. It's a no-brainer. Not even just like getting jobs or getting a visa, but just like enjoying the culture. And if you go to a Koreatown in another country, it's an automatic connection you have with people.
Oh, come you so where is my country language?
So me learning Korean has paid me back like tenfold. My opinion, yes, Korean is easier. Obviously the writing system is easier to learn. I think it's more efficient.
If you're looking at it objectively, it's got 3 different writing systems: hiragana, katakana, kanji. I think if you look at it that way, Korean is definitely easier to get into. When I was studying Korean by myself, I really found Talk to Me in Korean very useful. Did you ever use that?
Sure, their Iyagi series is just fantastic when you're in that upper beginner, intermediate phase where you can't really watch movies yet and you kind of need the contextual dialogue.
I was just going to add that the Iyagi series is it's like a slowed down conversation, right, between 2 Korean speakers. It's entirely in Korean. If you're going to study vocabulary, Anki, flashcards, that was very useful for me. Memorizing that vast number of words was incredibly taxing.
Yeah.
And I have a terrible memory. So going through those flashcards really helped me.
Chip away at it every day,
Yeah.
This website is an excellent free resource for learning Hangul. I apologise for failing to mention it in the video itself. It won't ever happen again, and safe to say I punished myself for this.
YouTube.
Yeah.
And smartphone apps. HelloTalk is a good one too.
Yeah,
that's free.
I was going to say, you don't necessarily need to practice with a tutor. You can do a language exchange. The thing that you should be wary of is a lot of people want to learn English and they will try to only speak English. But you need to lay the ground rules down first. You need to say, all right, I will be your language exchange partner, but there is a condition. We also need to speak Korean as well. So when I was doing it, I usually said, okay, 30 minutes in English, 30 minutes in Korean. Only in English, only in Korean.
Right, because you need the listening practice too, and so do they. So this kind of, I speak Korean, you speak English.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Do 30 minutes, or 15 minutes. I'm glad you said that. I'm a little skeptical of people who claim to be fluent in Korean in 6 months, even a year. I'd say 2 years. Unless you're really gifted with learning languages, which those people exist. I've met them. Most people are not like that. I would say even living in Korea, it takes 2 years. For most people, it takes longer.
It also depends on what your definition of fluent is.
Sure.
So you might be perfectly fluent in talking about films and what you had for breakfast yesterday.
Yeah.
But you might not be fluent in talking about evolution. You can get to a decent conversational level in 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
I think we've had a good go at this topic.
Indeed.
Thank you very much for watching. Also check out Sean's channel. I'll put the link in the description below, and see you next time.
Bye.